Justin Bieber has this Ramsey Hunt syndrome thing. I don't think most people have ever even heard of it. He canceled so today's the 7th of October 2022. The remaining tour. Wow, this is weird, man. Again, bugs just like know when to go flying up my nostrils. Got the left one this time. Every time I do these videos. He got some kind of tour going on. He's just canceled the rest of it or something. From facial, what do you call that? Facial, I had facial numbness. He had facial paralysis. The difference is, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been around him to talk to him what his situation. I haven't seen his face. I would think that paralysis means it's just, according to what I heard in my research, it's just you just can't move it. I felt like I was able to move it. I got the videos right here, okay, on my YouTube, and I explained it on my Facebook. Weird though, right? He just won't work. I believe that I just did some of my it's beets. I'm drinking this beet powder. Progressed into facial paralysis. Mine that popped up 5:30 in the morning, woke me up the 14th of July 2022, caused me to go to the hospital that next day. Symptoms worsened slightly, but it didn't get better, so that's why I went in. And I got multiple sclerosis. I just had numbness, okay? And it's funny, too, it just stopped, like, right in the middle, and that's it. So his numbness, or his paralysis could have been the whole face. Could have been just one side. I think it did. I think he may have started. If I didn't just stop everything I was doing on that 15th, and then also get the prednisone, 500 milligrams. I did a 500 IV that night, the 15th of July, that Friday night, and then the 16th and 17th I did oral, which is stronger and it's tougher on the stomach. So I believe it could have progressed to even be worse, to the point whereby you can call it facial paralysis, which I believe is a little bit going to be different. I don't know if it's the same, or I think it's a little severer. Okay. I don't know if he would cancel his. I don't know if I had a tour like it. Man, I didn't realize he was so big. I mean, oh my God, he's going to like Bahrain and Tel Aviv. Some of these crazy places, and they're crazy. I mean, think about it. I was like, you got. I think he does a lot of craziness in him, really. I mean, but I didn't realize he was that big. I thought he was bigger in America, but I guess Arab nations, and then of course closer to Russia. Wow. Yeah, he's that little Pentecostal boy, Assemblies of God, all about Jesus Christ. So I believed that what caused mine is my genetic mutation that I believe I have. Haven't done the celiac disease test yet. I've got a doctor who's looking for it in the laboratory. Not just gluten. I mean, it could be gluten, but also I thought I saw a baby alligator. Call them baby alligators. Gecko. Call them baby lizards too, I guess. They're really cute. Wheat. Just wheat. I'm definitely allergic to wheat, but we're going to find out about gluten. But I feel okay with gluten. Gluten is a narcotic. Look it up. Just ask Google. Okay, Google. Is gluten a narcotic? Why is gluten a narcotic? So that's my take on it, y'all. I think he's got an allergy to. Now, I did a loaf of bread starting so that was that Thursday. I woke up that 14th, the 12th. Finished it that late, like that night, the 13th. Woke up the 14th. So I did like Publix has these breads that aren't cut. They're like this, big. You know what I'm talking about. It's almost like a white bread kind of stuff. I love my bread though, man. Maybe it's the the gluten that's, you know, being so into it. So that's my take on it. I really believe. Okay, Brock Lesnar, he's this dude. He was a famous wrestler, and then of course like one of the best in the world at one point. And then he was a WWE guy. He did some MMA stuff. He had some issues with his stomach. Took Subway out of his diet, which I worked at Subway. I know that bread is it's frozen, and then we thaw it, and then we throw it in the oven and make it. So I believe, and anyway that got his situation better. All right. So I believe that there's some correlation between these things. I'm telling you, maybe not just gluten. I'm not gonna say it's gluten. It could just be wheat in general or something else in the wheat. I don't know. But Justin Bieber, what do they call that? Ramsey Hunt syndrome. And I mean, there could be like a belief that like herpes, that just like, when you think of herpes, you think of like an STD kind of thing. So I think mine is like either identical to whatever he has going on, or the same. As if he just takes that damn bread out of his diet. Do you realize like the very high majority of Americans are doing bread on a daily or every 12-hour basis? That's how much we're into bread, y'all. And this bread in this country is very toxic. But he's overseas too, so I mean, I wonder what kind of bread he's doing over there. Something. I mean, we're gonna find out. Probably in 10 or 20 years, what's causing a lot of these things. It's an allergy, y'all. I'm telling you, all these things, multiple sclerosis, even myopic nerve stuff. I believe it's an allergy. I've talked about that in our videos, but so anyway, the herpes thing. There seems to be a correlation between it, but I wasn't kissing any new girls back in July. I wish, right? But I mean, I haven't had intercourse in a very long time. Hawaii, one woman, of course, she stopped talking to me about it a few months after I was back here. She was gonna come to Florida. Well, whatever. So even before then, I mean, Hawaii before then, I mean, it's been a long time. Even, I mean, I've just been not very as sexually active. So I don't see that being it. And obviously him, I mean, I guess all girls just love him, but alright, we're done. Wow. I'm gonna put that link in the description.